Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who is listening to Pulling Up the Slask. It's been a couple of minutes since we last played a game, and let's look at the results we had in those games. So we beat Podbeskidzia, who are top of the first division. We beat them 3-0 in the FA Cup third round, which it's not listed on the list of fixtures because it's way further out. It's after Christmas, I think we start, yeah. But that drew us Polonia Warszawa, who we will get sick of in that week because we'll have them 3 times in 6 games in the quarterfinals. And then we beat Korona Kielce 3-0. A very comfortable game, although we did lose Marko Srnic to injury. Now we are about to play Hapoel Tel-Aviv in our second game, which could secure us third spot in the group, barring any kind of sensational results from Tel Aviv's side. And then we will play Widzew Łódź in the Ekstraklasa. The Lek unfortunately did win their last game, meaning that they are still 1 point ahead of us, but I think we now hold the mental edge over them. So let's first start by putting Danny Castro in at left midfield. We can't play poor old Watra, so we will have to bring in Branislav Savic. Now then, hello. Kristoffersen is going to have to come in as a sub, and we're going to drop Watara for a lot of injured players in the team. What have we got? We've got a couple of, it's all either strikers or defenders basically. Anyone with a bit more? No. We'll bring Lil Pachima with us to Israel, just so that he can see his hometown again. I'm sure he will enjoy that. They are playing a 3-2-3-2 or a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2, whichever one you want. If we win here, we obviously technically we could go second, but obviously the other 2 teams will play as well. We could top even if things went our way. Hopefully, if we do win and then we have some friends in Inter Milan who decide they want to absolutely batter Bayern Munich, that could see us come for at least a brief whisper of time second in this Champions League group. I don't for any moment believe that we will maintain second spot, even if we win and we're 1-0 up. Even if we win and Inter win, but no, I don't think we'll manage to go through, because then we still have to play Inter and Bayern. Yeah, so we're currently second, and we should enjoy that, because for a Polish club in the Champions League in a group with Inter Milan and Bayern Munich, we should be I should be knighted, whatever the Polish version of that is, because I am having I have turned this club around and put them in the position where we are comfortable in Europe against the sort of middling sides. I feel we're probably more like a Europa League team than a Champions League team, although we're clearly able to beat the sort of middle sides. It's the top tier teams that we struggle against. I feel like if we, for example, if we were in the Europa League, which we could end up being drawn in the, if we do okay, we could end up being drawn in the Europa League qualifiers. The Europa League knockout rounds next stage. But yeah, my point being that if we got a kind draw in those rounds, I feel like we could probably get to the quarters or the semi-finals, just because most of the teams that play in Europe are pretty bad. It's only the biggest teams who are really good, and I feel like we're able to go toe to toe with most of those sort of average to poor teams on most days. Especially now that we've had a couple of seasons of sort of experience. We had our Europa League campaign where we got to the last 16, and then last season where we were knocked out of the Champions League at this same stage that we're at now. In the group stage we came bottom with 1 point, and Inter are actually winning, so we are going to be, if we carry this on, we will be top above Bayern, which means that Well, I was just actually I had briefly indulged in wishful thinking then, because I thought if we managed to draw against Bayern again, then we would be 2 points clear with one game left. But then they would have to play Tel Aviv, who are dreadful, and they've already beaten 5-2 in the group stages so far, and that was away. So they would welcome Tel Aviv to the Allianz Arena, and I assume Tel Aviv would just sort of roll over calmly. Very rarely in Football Manager, at least as far as I can remember, do the weaker teams tend to pose much of a surprising threat. So we really need to do our bit here. We don't need to concede. We want to just score another goal. Mancia looks like he's injured, but he's not going to have to be forced off yet. Although, if we can avoid him being taken off, or even too badly injured, we will do so. So probably at half time I'll replace him. See how badly he is. Down to 71. So let's bring on Leva, and who's at 75? Okay, so we've got also a slightly injured Luchak, but I think Luchak's going to have to deal with it because Sikorsky's nearly back from injury. He might feel like he can run it off as they usually do. Let's see. He's not even commenting that he's injured, so it's okay. And we'll take Mancia off because I think Mancia is more worth to us in our actual league campaign. Because no matter how, even if we do in some shocking turn of events manage to qualify into the group stage, into the knockout stage of the Champions League, there's absolutely no way in hell that we'll get any further than that. So it's more value to us to have Mancia fit for the league, I think, because as you will remember, you can only get into the Champions League in Poland if you win the league. So unless we're planning to win the Champions League to compensate for that, we need to make sure we stay in the hunt for the title. I looked, by the way, at that Geresh player, the guy who scored 2 goals against us for Poznan. He's currently no longer interested in joining the club, which is a shame. But I could sign him for free in a year's time, so I'm thinking that just to sort of, if they do manage to win the league, is Lewandowski going to score Champions League goal? No. If we do manage to sort of lose the title to them, we can then sign their best player on a free and just be like, yeah. Unlucky mates. He scored a whole 4 goals last season. I think he scored 8 this season, so he's improving. Oh, you've got to be finishing that, Sousa. Really? Dear me. How is Luchak? Okay, Luchak's gone back up again. His fitness is recovering a bit. Nice. I don't want Balis to get sent off, so we're going to replace him with Novikov, because Novikov could bag us a goal that will confirm our position. Oh. Great tackle from Sousa. Inter is still winning. What's the score? Can we expect a comeback from Bayern? Not well. 2-1. Oh, Jesus. We clear it off the line. But like, for example, this time last season, the third worst team in our group was Sporting from Porto. So we had a much tougher draw in the group last season in terms of like a more general level of good, whereas this season we've got Bayern and Inter, who are both excellent teams, but we then have a terrible third team, whereas last season we had nobody sensational. We had Dortmund, who were the German champions, we had Marseille, who I think are the French champions, and we had Sporting. And there's just a general, an average, a mean of a higher level, rather than this group where we've got 2 standout better teams, but one team that's much worse. Andre's going to come on now. Come on, Tel Aviv. Sousa crosses. Could we have another, please? Just one more. Savic has gone past his man, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Sousa now. Crosses. Georgian Yuri taps the back post. Nothing there. Khatib. This could be their moment. Khatib. We've left that guy, number 10, very open, but he's not got it. Georgian Yuri clears. Beautiful stuff. Achy Breaky. Novikov, Achy Breaky. He's gone past 2. No, he hasn't. He's been scythed down. Gavrilov in the midfield. Good name. Kadosh Khatib. Oh, he's missed. Could that prove costly for them? Oh, and actually Bayern have equalised. Yes, they have. Kouagu has equalised against Inter Milan. Meaning that it's a lot less likely that we're going to go through now. I mean, it was basically 0 anyway. I think it's probably slightly less than 0. Now, Novikov finishes them off. Beautiful little touch. Lewandowski with a sensational cross. I'm hoping we're onto a bit of a gem with him. He's looking good. He's 18. Not a bad cross. Not a bad finish from Novikov. Not a bad email from me. Thank you, Info Protza. Okay, we've made all our changes, haven't we? Yes, we brought on Andre. Man, they're terrible. They're going 4-2-4, the classic Sam Hamburger. I'm losing and I want to get a result with 10 minutes left. Lewandowski, Castro to finish. He does. Is that his first goal for the club? No, it's not. And another assist for Lewandowski. Excellent work. Can only bode him well for his development. Getting assists in the Champions League. So this is our first ever, well, let's not count our chickens before it's hatched, but our first ever group stage clean sheet, because I believe the only point we've ever got was having drawn 1-1. So that means we've lost every single other game. And the only other win we've had was against Tel Aviv, where they scored right at the end. So, Husic, Savic. Got 55 seconds left before that's 7 points after 4 games is a very good return, despite the fact that we were battered 7-0 against Inter. To 4th, Andre has scored. That's beautiful. We're rolling, we're clawing back in our goal difference as well, which is beautiful. Look at us, second in the group. Jesus. We just want Inter to win, we want Inter to win, really. Oh well. Excellent work. I mean, crikey Moses. Look at that. 4-0 away win in the Champions League group stages for Slask Wrocław. That's just ridiculous. A 2-2 draw at the San Siro. I assume it's still the San Siro. Do they still play at San Siro? They play at the Giuseppe Meazza. It's the same stadium. Well, what a result that is. Bloody hell. Now we've got to go and play Vijev Łódź. And I mean, look, we got beat 7-0, but Stuttgart got beat 7-0 off Barcelona. Meunier scored. Vitoria Guimaraes. Madrid beat Nacional de Madeira. Shakhtar's Job scored. Arnold Job, great name. Decent little player. Let's see if he'll be interested in this. Anyways, another £700,000 to take into the kitty. Tel Aviv have been hammered by Slask. Classy Castro on form. That's his 3rd goal. Okay, so he's got a couple. Scott Dan has left Watford to take up the new job at Blackburn Rovers. Oh wow, yeah, what an improvement. He's gone to a team in 24th to a team in 22nd. Well done, Scott Dan. Upwardly mobile as always. Right, so he's not interested in joining. What a surprise. And how much money, do we know how much money he was on? £14,000 a week. That's more than I can manage to offer even the most best played player. I can't offer them more than that. Why? Mancia's okay. Tutoring, Mancia should give, yes, I agree. Let's do that now. I don't know how much this actually, passionately, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Yeah. Also, do they ever say no to that? I don't think I've ever noticed it. But and another cool thing, by the way, Mancia information is now Polish. Yay! It's a shame he got his 6 caps for Chile, really, because he could have ended up playing for Poland. I mean, we're just he wants to move to bigger clubs, so this might be our last year with him. But I mean, if we continue to progress in the Champions League like we're doing, then I think we might not have to worry about that. And that's why winning the league and winning the cup is so important for us, because we really could do with keeping hold of Macia, and I really worry that we might lose him in the Christmas break, because that seems to be when all the best players leave the club, and replacing a player of his quality is going to be difficult. Because the other thing is, we could lose him, we could lose Novikov, and we could lose Balis. So we could be out of all of our best players. So I put in a bid for this guy. He's a centre back, and he's not worth. Oh no, I did offer them quite a lot of money. Let's go back down for 800,000. I signed a new centre back for 28,000, I think, but I'll show you him when that comes to it, because he's not signed yet. And I signed a new young player, a new young right back who is supposed to be better than our current right back. So that bodes well. Now then, let's play Vijev Lodz. They're happy and enjoying their football. You can't lose. So we beat them 1-0 last time. It's going to be a struggle, but I think we'll win. It's a difficult situation, but we're used to this kind of thing. They're a good team, and I expect them to do well against Arca. They should win that fairly easily. No comment. I mean, look at that. Lech, Polonia and Slask all with 5 home wins in a row at least. Even Piast are doing pretty well. Darryl Clark's taken over at Grimsby. Good times had by all. Sikorsky is back and fit, which is good. He won't play in this game because it's too early for him, but you never know, we could get him back. Well, then I think we've got the way the stupid scheduling works, we've probably got 3 or 4 days, probably a month even, before we've got to play another game. Lechia have beaten Wisła, which is a big result. That really keeps these lower teams down, but if you look at how close the league is at the moment, 33, 32, and then 2 teams on 30. There's a lot going on at the top of the league this year, which is nice. They want $1 million. I offered them 800,000. Let's go for 900,000 before I get bored and just accept their £1 million offering valuation of him, because he's a good old centre back. I made good on my pledge to sign some new centre backs. All of those players are goalkeepers. What are you trying to tell me? Oh, I was just going to say they're all right backs, but that's because I've got it filtered for right backs. Andre Klonin. Oh, he's very quick. And better than Goose, apparently. We could bid for him. We could probably afford his wages as well. Why is his fee so low? I'll do this scouting offline because it's not fun. Susie's going to go around the keepers. Okay. Did we see anyone else interesting? 3rd place, Piast against Łódź. Łódź are a bit of a bogey team for most teams. It seems they're doing pretty well after being promoted last season under my former player, Bartosik. They drew as well. Excellent. That's really good. Keeps Piast down. We really need to now win this game against Vijev to capitalise on that. Although we have scored 10 goals in our last 3 games, so I do back us to score. Ouattara is going to come into the side. Well, he's going to come into the squad at least. Novikov is back. But do we want to start? No, Balis. They're doing well. The team are doing well. We don't need to make things change if there's no need to. Sikorsky's fit again, but not fit. So let's leave him. We still don't have our left midfielder. Goose is injured as well for 6 days. How long is Sinic out for? 9 days. Okay. Alright, this is a good team, but let's go. Do we do that? That seems like a stupid idea. And Davidov's. I'm going to put Andre on the right with. That's the only change we can do. We're going to play Florian Andre. We need to trim some of the fat around the edges of the squad. We've got a few young players that I bought a couple of years ago who I might need to now sort of move on. I've been trying to get rid of players like our old left midfielder Tarnowski, but nobody wants him because he was injured when I was trying to get rid of him, and now he's just, people are not bothered by him basically. Now then, and it turns out 'cause he's not very good. He was fine for us. I think he won still 2 Polish titles. So for a player who's not no one wants, he's not bad. Alex Davidos, great ball up to Andre. I was going to say that seems like that was going to be a massive indication for the choices I just literally made, but no, thank you game for deciding to not let me have that moment. Luchak to Mancia, Savic. Did that come off Balls? He's going to have to be called Balls because I just can't not see his name and not call him Balls. Mancia, Davidos. Oh, Davidos still only needs, I think, 2 goals to get himself to 25 career goals for us, which, as I said before, for a centre back, not bad. Although not in this league, it's not like it's 25 in the Premier League or whatever. Not like Justice Mbele, who scored 25 a game because he was a legend. Andre Castro hits the. There we go. Mancia takes the corner. Up to Davidos, but easily taken away. Mrozek, don't know what he was doing there. The guy dived, and yet we're going to get booked. If the game knows the player dived, why is he being booked? Okay. Well, Mrozek, Davidos, Savic, Luchak, Castro. Castro and Balls getting in the way of each other a bit there. Castro's balls getting in the way. Ha 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 ha. Stanoyev, Made, Fazic. Some interesting names in this Vijev side. Did they not come up last season as well? They might have been newly promoted or possibly the year before that. I know they went down at one point. Mancia, Castro. Castro now to Savic, Luchak, Castro. The Balls. Balls scores, repaying the new nickname straight away. Lovely, lovely, good to see. He'll be off for $1 million in January. That's what the song they sing to Balls from the stands. We got Balls, we got Achy Breaky, we've got a good set of nicknames now. None of them as good as Damir Two Names. He was the best. Such a shame he played one game and broke his leg and retired. Such fucking. But I mean, think about how far we've come. That was only about 4 seasons ago, and now we're challenging Bayern Munich for second spot in the group in the Champions League. So really, Damir Two Names, it's your own time you wasted. You could have been part of a revolution. In fact, I very nearly signed him as a coach. I'm not sure if I don't think I did I? Do you remember? Sam, you can comment when you watch the video in the Facebook chat. Stolyov, it's gone over. We seem to be playing before Lech quite a lot, and I'm wondering when they're going to start losing because they've lost one game. He's been sent off. Oh no, it's yellow. That's a shame. He's just started walking straight to the bench. I thought he was going off. Davidov, Luchak, Castro now slips. No, Savic. Castro slips the ball to Balls. No, he doesn't. Ahmedic. What position? What formation are they playing? They always seem to have a player right just behind our midfield. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Mancia. Davidov's heads over. How has he scored 23 goals for us if he just spends all of his time heading the ball over the goal? Mrozek. Davidov's. Mrozek. Up to Andre now. Savic brilliantly worked along the line there. Let's keep going. Andre. Back to Mrozek. Davidov's. Oh, this is classic England. It's going to go straight back to the goalkeeper. No, it's not. See? Mancia. See, it's possible. Andre. Good ball to the back post, but there was nobody there because our wingers seem to play very tight when the ball is coming towards the box, whereas I'd like them to be sort of arriving slightly later. But whatever, we can not always have everything we want. Stepien, for example, I'm sure wishes not to be injured and to have missed that shot. We earn a 1-0 lead at the break. I'm happy with the performance so far, keep it up. Let's get passionate now. Danny Castro is looking a bit tired. We might have to take him off. Who's playing badly? Achy Breaky not playing well. So we're having a strange left-hand side of the pitch. I don't know if I took off Castro might help Achy Breaky a bit, because I think Castro is a bit tired and not therefore tracking back. Madej, Bartolomei Madej, Achy Breaky to Luchek. Savage to Balls. Balls finishes beautifully. What a shot. That guy's name is Shot. So what a shot. Anyway, Balls proving that you can spend money and score a lot of goals. I'm hoping though that I don't have to spend every summer trying to find a player like him or like Cherchishev or whatever, however you said his name, only for them to be sold in fucking January like the last one was. I'd rather keep him for at least a season. Because I feel like last season Mancia was top scorer basically because we sold our actual top scorer halfway through the year. And I know Mancia did score 26 goals or something crazy, but the other guy could have scored a fuckload more as well. Okay, so now we're a bit more comfortable. We will take off Castro. Interesting to choose who's going to go there. Can Gora play there? No, I don't really want to do that because we know very well that he cannot cross the ball. Oh, we need another left mid. We have another one in the reserves. I just never play him. Not in the reserves, but sort of like sitting around on the bench. Well, just sort of being shit. Tarnowski, because he's shit. Georgian Yuri up to Mancia. Fezic, Stanoyev, Jankowski, Stepien. Great tackle from. Just really going hard on the injured player there. Mrozek, nice. Stepien, he's done it again, but he's missed again. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good, boys. This is more promising. Volsky, Achy Breaky, Fezic. Great tackle. Great play, boys. And again, he's absolutely just waffled the ball wide. Savage over to Souza. Luchek. Souza. Up to Mancia now. Balls. Souza, Balls. No. So now Andre is tired, but we don't really have anyone to replace him with. Because Savage is also tired. Alright, Savage is going to have a replacement, and I'm going to bring on Diaby from Mrozek to make sure we don't lose a player to yellow cardery. Gaida. He's not. I bet he wished his shot was more like a guided missile. And went in the goal. Yeah, that's good. Good jokes, Ben. So we're only 2-0 up, but that seems pretty comfortable. Davidovs again doesn't score. Achy Breaky? No. Georgian Yuri. Achy Breaky. Up to Souza. Balls. Oh, nice save. Shot saves. Well done, shot. Jankowski. Stepien. Jankowski. Stoilov. Oh, that guy's name is interesting. Zielies. Doesn't matter. Don't need to say it because he's not my player. Madej. Stepien again. Stepien, they're always giving it to him, and he's been crap all game. Mrozek's got him in his pocket. Look at him. And that's Diaby this time. Kaczynski, Stoilov. Fezic. Oh, what a finish from Zelazowski. That's what his name was, Zelazowski. What a bloody finish. Polonia have only conceded 6 all season. God. I don't mind being the team that sort of just scores more than them, and therefore that's why we win. But it doesn't make it a bit more stressful to watch. Wouldn't mind. The thing is, I don't really want to win 1-0 either. But yeah, maybe I'd prefer to win 2-1 than 1-0. Davidovs, get your goal, mate. Ah, achy breaky. What on earth are you doing there? Don't break my heart by shooting like that, you twat. Stoylov, oh, it's going to be a goal. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Diaby to Davidov to Diaby. Up to Andre Mancia. Ouattara. Balls. He's grounded his man, but his shot is saved by shot. Achy breaky to Souza. Achy breaky. Hold it up. And he does. He draws the foul nicely. He legs it away. He fucking charges off. Now Mancia's free kick to take. Achy breaky. Uh-oh. Fazic. Good stopping, but really we shouldn't be conceding a corner from our own free kick. I don't know. I'm just a traditionalist that way. Balls now. But he's gone round his man and he's free. Is he going to score? Oh, what a sensational goal that would have been. A bit like Bale in the was it the American the Spanish Cup? Was that one? Souza. Achy breaky. Souza. Pathetic-y fucking crossy. Stielovsky. Stoyanov. Okay, here we go. Balls now. Crosses. Surely. Crosses. Souza. Back to goal. Souza's got the ball again. Balls. Makes for good sort of expletive shouting there. Oleg Davidovs makes a foul because we didn't need that. Kaczynski, oh, that's a terrible free kick. Balls, just give it. Give it to Balls. We win. 2-1. Could have been a bit more comfortable. I think we let it go a bit in the second half there. But we got the win, that's the point. 22 shots we had. Right. Good win. That's the end of the episode then. Let me just see what's going on. We won't do that. No, we will. We always do them. No, I had the confidence, although I didn't. If you look at our fixtures, our current form can keep going. That's a good thing. Balls was good. He's scored 17 goals already for us that season. This is excellent stuff. So let's look at the fixtures. I'll come back to you at some point after the Inter game. I don't want to watch those two because they can be stressful for the fact, and despite the fact that we know we're going to lose them, so we won't come back to them. If I don't know, say we beat Bayern or something, I will come back and tell you about it. But I'm not expecting that to happen. So I'll see you at some point in the future. Ciao.